We have a Coppola questions before we move on.
How did Ian know that the Declaration would be like moved into the preservation room? How did he? Because Ben knew. How did Ian know?
Because they wrote it into the story that way.
Yeah, we never see that he knows that.
Because was he planning on? Maybe that was what the C4 was for, was to blow up that vault door and get in. And
I thought he used the C4 to blow a hole in the wall to get in from the sewer. Originally,
I can't remember if they did or didn't.
I feel like if he used a brick of C4 to blow a hole in the wall, that'd be a little overkill, man.
I want to say they bad boys to it, where they just kind of chip the bricks away.
Oh, well then maybe maybe he brought it to blow open the vault, but then changed the plan when they found out it wasn't in the vault.
Yeah,
because they had access to the cameras before he cut them off, so maybe you could see that it got moved. But I don't know. It's not explained.
Yeah, it feels like part of his plan hinges on it being in the preservation room as well, being out in the open. But how the hell would he know that? He had no part of them figuring that out.
Well, he does say that one of his specialties is doing this kind of shit, so maybe he also came up with a similar plan to what Ben and Riley came up with. Because it seems like he's, a criminal from the past, so maybe he used to do heists all the time. Yeah. So... which kind of dovetails to my only question, which is, well, I had two, but one of them is like, who the hell is Ben? Like we talked about a little bit. He knows how to do Submariner. He's a dive master or whatever, and he's got a Submariner thing. But like, how does he know how to do all this shit and pull off heists and stuff? But also,
he went to MIT and he has an American history degree from Georgetown University. Yeah. He was.
Yeah, but that doesn't train you to.
I think he was in the SEAL teams, and he was a part of a group that went to try to take back Alcatraz. He was a lone survivor, and after that, he decided he was going to just go hunt treasure.
Tortured in Afghanistan. Oh wait,
he tortured people in Afghanistan. Where's Bin Laden? I need to get him.
But my other question,
I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like it was that crazy of a heist, and like Riley came up with half of that stuff. So
yeah, but also my question was just like, who are these two guys then? Why do they know how to do a heist? Like, why are the two of them able to pull off the heist of stealing the Declaration of Independence?
Because it's apparently super easy to do.
Yeah, I missed that he was from MIT. I don't know where that was.
It was
from MIT.
when Sadusky goes into his apartment. The devil from Supernatural gives him like a little book, and they say like, here's what we got on Gates. He went to Georgetown University, got a degree in American history, and then he went to MIT and just I think he studied mechanical engineering, I think is what they said. So that I guess that would explain away this. And then they also dropped that little piece of exposition about him being a trained submarine or
Submariner.
Yeah, Submariner. Scuba diver. That's the word.
I guess it wouldn't be a submariner. Submariner is a person who serves on a submarine, right?
Yeah.
So he's a
scuba diver. Yeah, trained diver. That's why he has a $9,000 watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my other one is just like, how does he know Riley? I don't know if they ever explain that, or why the hell is Riley helping him? Because
they make a joke about finding him somewhere and recruiting him,
like because he knows computers or something.
Mm-hmm. It's better than your life in a cubicle, right, Riley?
Maybe it's just my imagination and me connecting this to Indiana Jones, but for some reason I pictured him being a teacher of some sort at some point, teaching American history or maybe doing a lecture tour about the potential of this treasure existing, and then he ends up attracting these other people along the way, and that's how he met Ian, that's how he met Riley, and all that kind of stuff. But that's just me filling it in my head.
Yeah. I just thought otherwise, he's like the Darcy character where he's completely unqualified for anything, but for some reason is attached to the main character. And goes along for the plot. He does
obviously, Ben doesn't know anything about computers and hacking and being able to like hack into camera systems, and Riley's obviously very smart, but goof and has different skill set than what Ben has. And also, we just need somebody to make an occasional joke.
Yeah, and he's only after the money anyway, too. So that explains his motivation.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't really care about the history of any of this.
Yeah. wouldn't Abigail, the person who's in charge of the Declarations Preservation Room, realize that the obvious poster printed on brand new paper from the gift shop wasn't the real document? She's the person who inspects the document anytime anything's going wrong. But
did she open it?
She didn't. Well, she just grabbed it. But
she sees it. She can see that it's white paper on the back and not a parchment paper.
Gotcha. I guess, I don't know. I chalked that up to her just kind of being in the moment.
Yeah.
Like trying just to get the document and like get away from him and get it back.
Yeah.
So she was pumped with adrenaline. She's just trying to get it away from him and make sure nothing else happens to it.
So I was a little confused on that. So when he's in the gift shop, does he take one of the replicas and stick it under his coat? And that's why she catches him trying to steal. And then he looks at it like it's
both of them somehow, even though they're, this freaking long, tucked in under his sport jacket.
So he goes in there,
which I don't think tuxes have a little pocket in them.
Nah, he just stuck it under the jacket. Because I was like, wait, I thought like maybe he grabbed like a blueprint or something out of the back of the van, and that's what he was going to hand off to her because he was fucking around in the van before he closed the door. But then it was like, oh, it's a replica. I'm like, wait, so he went in there to fake steal a replica and then got caught, or did he mean to get caught trying to steal the replica? And if that's the case, why didn't he have the money to pay for it?
No, I don't think I think because he sees Dr. Chase coming, so he just goes in the opposite direction and he just happens to walk into the gift shop. And then the woman behind the counter notices that he has something tucked in his jacket. And that's when he gets the idea to buy the replica is there. He's like, oh, it feels like we should have another one of these just in case, need to hand it off.
So she watches him take a replica and then wrap it around the other one he had in his jacket and then walk over to pay for just one of them.
Yeah. Well, she says, like, are you going to pay for that? Because she sees it in his thing. And then he looks at a little barrel of the posters for sale. So I think he kind of puts them together and just tucks them in his jacket.
The whole time that she's watching him, though, because at that point she's already on to him trying to steal shit. So why wouldn't she watch him take a second one and then wrap it around the first one and then try to pay for it?
Yeah. Well, he buys 2 copies, so
Oh, does he? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, because he had to. Abigail owes him $35 because he had to buy a second copy of the.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he bought the real one for $35.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he bought them both.
That makes sense. So she caught him stealing one that she thought was a replica, but it was the real one. And so he figured, well, if I'm going to pay for it, I might as well grab a second copy and then try to buy 2. Or buy
he didn't have enough money to buy the one copy, so he bought 2 with his credit card, which is how everybody figured out who he was.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he realized that Ian was a freaking nut job, why didn't he call his other sister, Laura Croft, and get her to come help?